All right, news just coming in. We believe the bail plea of DMK MP Kanimozhi has been dismissed. Remember that Kanimozhi was in fact the co-accused there, co-conspirator in the 2G scam. We also believe that the bail petition of NDTV promoter Rajathi Ammal was also expected there. So what we're getting, the information that we're getting right now is that Kanimozhi has been denied bail. NDTV's Neha Khanna has been tracking those developments. Neha, just take us through what happened in court.
The proceedings, Mani, lasted just a couple of minutes. Remember that the High Court is actually closed for a month-long summer vacation at the moment. But the judge who had heard Kanimozhi's bail plea specially came today just to pronounce his order on Kanimozhi's bail plea and on the bail plea of NDTV MD Rajathi Ammal. And in just a couple of sentences, the judge actually dismissed the bail pleas of both, saying that given the political and financial clout of the accused and given the fact that they seem to be beneficiaries of illegal gratification in a very, very big case, bail cannot be granted to them. So a big setback once again for Kanimozhi. She was, of course, hoping to get relief from the Delhi High Court after the trial court denied her bail, following which she was taken into custody on the 20th of May. Till then, Bani, she has been in Delhi Tihar jail. She and her legal team and indeed her family were hoping that she would get some sort of relief from the Delhi High Court. But the court, it seems, agrees with most of the contentions made by the prosecuting agency, the CBI, that had very strongly opposed Kanimozhi's bail plea, saying that she was the active brain and the controlling mind behind NDTV, the channel that's, of course, owned and controlled by the DMK First family, and that has been accused of receiving kickbacks to the tune of 200 crores in the 2G scam. Remember, the CBI's claim has been that Swan Telecom, an ineligible company, paid a bribe of 200 crore to NDTV through a maze of various subsidiaries in return for the favors that were granted by A. Raja, former telecom minister. Now, of course, Kanimozhi's lawyer had completely denied all the allegations, saying that she was only a minority stakeholder in NDTV, that she had nothing to do with the day-to-day functioning of the channel, that all the decisions at the channel were either taken by the MD, Rajathi Ammal, or by A. Raja, the then telecom minister. She had, in fact, even sought to distance herself from A. Raja, who, as we know, has emerged as the mastermind of the scam. But the CBI, in its charge sheet and even in its arguments in court, had repeatedly said that there was a strong nexus and a close association between DMK MP Kanimozhi and A. Raja, the mastermind of this scam, and therefore there is no way that Kanimozhi can wash her hands off this entire case. Of course, Kanimozhi's lawyer had also argued that she's a woman, and on grounds of being a woman, she should be granted bail because law does show leniency towards women. Another very important argument that had been made by her legal team this time was that she had a young 11-year-old son to look after. Her husband is employed abroad, and therefore on humanitarian grounds she should be granted bail. But clearly none of that has worked here at the Delhi High Court, Bani, with the court rejecting Kanimozhi's bail plea and also the bail plea of NDTV MD Rajathi Ammal. So it is certain now that they will have to spend another few days at least in Tihar jail. Of course, this also means that they now have the option to approach the Supreme Court. Remember, it's the apex court that has been very, very closely monitoring the entire CBI investigation into the 2G scam. The investigation agency has in fact also drawn a lot of criticism from the Supreme Court for not doing a good enough job. Of course, Kanimozhi's legal team will be hoping that they can hope to get some sort of relief from the Supreme Court. But as of now, certainly a very, very big setback for them because this order means that she will have to spend at least another few days in Delhi Tihar jail.
Right, Neha, just touch upon for us the grounds on which she in fact asked for bail and what the court had to say about that.
Well, like I said, Bani, that her legal team had made a series of arguments. They had said that, one, Kanimozhi had absolutely nothing to do with the entire process of spectrum allocation, that, the decisions were taken by A. Raja, the former telecom minister, and as far as the Kalinar TV is concerned, all the decisions were taken by the board of directors and in particular by the MD, Sharad Kumar. Her lawyers had argued that she had nothing to do with the day-to-day functioning of the channel. She had nothing to do with the decision-making process at the channel. In fact, the main contention of the CBI was that Kalinar TV had received kickbacks to the tune of 200 crore that had been paid to it by Swan Telecom's Shahid Balwa as a bribe in return for the favors granted by A. Raja. Now, Kanimozhi's lawyers had denied that allegation, saying that the 200 crore rupees in question was not a bribe. It was actually a loan that was given by, Swan Telecom through various other companies to Kalinar TV, and the loan was in fact returned duly with interest, and that this was an entirely transparent transaction paid through checks, and taxes had also been paid on this transaction.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.